Jackie Peterson describes how black laborers were treated during the war years.
Most of the needs early on in the Manhattan Project were for construction. And so there was a large need for all manner of labor, skilled, unskilled. But the majority of folks, African Americans in particular, who came to work at Hanford were unskilled, fell into the unskilled labor category. And so most of them worked in construction. So building barracks, building a lot of the office facilities, building the reactor facilities, cement, running the cement trucks, waste management, all that, all the different odd jobs required to actually build things. Unfortunately, there weren't a lot of opportunities for people to advance in terms of being promoted. A lot of the construction foremen in particular were usually white. A lot of the more administrative positions were all occupied by white people. There were some folks who were able to take on very specialized jobs. Concrete pouring, for example, was a job that sort of paid slightly more than the sort of basic construction level crews. I think it's really important that that particular story is available to people and people really understand that it wasn't just a construction job for a lot of people. It was the start of something much bigger, and it took people a lot to get there. While people were willing to put their lives on the line in a foreign country, people had to put their lives on the line in our own country.
C.J. Mitchell remembers working on construction projects in 1947.
I worked on all African-American crews and African-American boss, and I worked at common labor is primarily what I did when I first came. And I worked on the trailer park in North Richland also. That was my first job, helping put in the wash houses. The plumbers would go in and put the pipes together, but they needed little holes dug out so it could work. And my job was to dig these bell holes for these guys. And then in the fall, I worked on the 100H area. I worked a swing shift there, and I was on a cleanup crew there. That's where they're getting ready to pour cement. You'd go down and get all the trash out and get everything all clean and picked up there in preparing for that.